Hey everyone, so here's the worksheet that we did last class. Somebody was asking a video for this one, and again, this is a good video to watch for review for the test, because everything you need to know for the test is on this worksheet. Okay, so again, the first thing you should do is go through your notebook and identify what kind of figure this is and the formula you'll need for the area. This is a triangle. That's the triangle formula we've been using. And then we're going to be like, okay, what's the base? Remember, the base runs horizontal, so that's the base. And then the height is always vertical, and you can find it near the square angle, the 90-degree angle. So that's the height. And I put it in red because sometimes, let me fix my autofocus. Sometimes it'll be in red. It actually was in red in my paper, but when I printed it or when I made a copy of it, it changed it. But then we're going to put 8.3 here. And then all of that gets divided by 2. And then again, remember, all of these are inches, so my answer, whatever it is going to be in inches squared. Okay, so let's go to the calculator. And then just type it in, 9 times 8.3. You could push enter or just go ahead and push divided by 2. So that's 37.4. Again, if you put 37.3, that'll be okay for Canvas. Canvas will grade it correctly. But technically it's 37.4. The 5 pushes the 3 up to a 4. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. Nothing too crazy there. And then this one is a square, right? I know it's a square because the sides are the same. The sides, these two are the same. So for the square formula that I said to use, it's just base times height. Okay, here's the base. Remember, the base is horizontal. And then the height, vertical, straight up and down. Oh, one thing I didn't mention about this one, this 9 right here, that's just there to confuse you. Okay, that's slanted. It's not horizontal or vertical, so don't bother with that guy. All right, let's go back to this one, and then just multiply 7.6 times 7.6, and again that rounds to 57 point. The 7 jumps up to an 8 because of the 6. Okay, you have to remember here. I'll write this down. This is to the tenths place, so what you do is you check this number. If it's 5 or more, it's going to bump this one up. Okay, and don't forget the meters squared. That's not too bad. I'm going to keep going. If you look at 3, this is a rectangle. It almost looks like the square we did in number 2, but it's technically a rectangle because these sides are different. But you know what? Even if you called it a square, the formula I told you guys to use in the notes is the same. It's base times height. Okay. So the base is 10 inches. The height is Alright, 10 times 11 is just 110. That's straightforward. Number 4 is a parallelogram. Again, anything like square shape, rectangular shape, you should automatically think the formula is going to be area equals base times height. Or you can go to, hey, that looks like a parallelogram. And then again, the base runs horizontal. You could choose either this number or this top one, because that's also horizontal, flat. So that's 10. And then again, the height has to run straight up and down vertical. Or again, you can look for the square angle, the 90-degree angle. That's where the height is going to be. It doesn't matter that it's not in the parallelogram. It goes from the very top to the bottom of the parallelogram, and that's the height. And that would be 9. Again, this one over here, this number, that's just there to kind of throw you off. And that would be 90 centimeters squared. Okay, pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy there. Pause it if you need to pause it. I'm going to keep going. And then for 5, again, you should recognize that as a trapezoid. And this, oh, that should be an H. And the formula here is height times base 1 plus base 2. And all of that gets divided by 2. And again, all these formulas you don't have to have memorized. You just have to have them written down on in your notebook, and you can use your notebook for the test. And remember, the two bases are the two sides that are parallel to each other, or they run in the same direction. So this is a base, this is a base. I'll go ahead and call that base 1 and this one base 2. And then the height, again, well, there's only one other number here, so that makes it somewhat easy. That's the height. But again, look for the square angle, and then you'll be able to find the height. Substitute all that in there. That's the height. 4.9 plus 11.9. Those are the two bases, and then all of that gets divided by 2. So when you type this in the calculator, you kind of go across this way, and then divide it by 2. So watch, 6 parentheses 4.9 plus 11.9, close the parentheses, and then all of that gets divided by 2. 50.4. The good thing about this one is we don't need to round it. It's just 50.4. And then that's miles squared. And that's 1 through 5. I'm going to make another video to do some other ones. Pause it if you need to pause it.